Hey, what's up? Scott80 here. The title of this video is The 3 Types of Foreign Scammers That Seem to Love the Philippines. So I'll talk about the 3 types. Mainly, there are the younger travel vloggers who are referred to as the pinoy beggars. And this is not all travel vloggers. This is just specifically the ones that come here and do nothing but clickbait Filipinos. Everything is great, everything is wonderful, they love Jollibee, everything is like shocked, insane, we didn't expect this. Every place they go is the most beautiful place they've ever seen. Every new, those are the pinoy beggars. The second type of foreign scammers in the Philippines and e-beggars are the expats that came here with insufficient funds and now they got to e-beg or also have to go back home. So they, you know, it's hard to make money here as a foreigner. Some foreigners have done very well, but most of them have come here with a plan and enough money, and then you're fine, right? There's always a few that came here with nothing and really didn't have a plan, and those are the ones that are begging on YouTube.
So I think what's happening is some of these expats are retiring a bit early before they can cash in their Social Security, before they can get a full pension, and they're looking for some supplemental income to kind of bridge that gap. And Paul in the Philippines, Old Dog New Tricks, he made a good example of John, who did exactly that. And of course, it all fell apart for John, mostly because of his own bad decisions, but mainly because he didn't have enough money. And that's why he went broke in the Philippines. So a lot of these expats now, they're using YouTube as this income, supplemental income, and they're realizing it's not going to be enough. And I think if they're relying on YouTube income too much, that's when the e-begging really starts to ramp up. They realize that the AdSense is not going to be enough, and they start e-begging, and that's just kind of what's going on.
Nobody that is successful here in the Philippines is going to be begging on YouTube for money. Nobody. That's just not going to happen. So the only ones that are e-begging are the ones that are desperate. They're very desperate for money. They're desperate to stay here. If they don't have that coming in, they have to leave. So it is their last resort, really. So those are the foreign e-beggars and basically expat e-beggars, the ones doing the live streams for, you know, constant live streams of the same shit topics over and over again. It's like a broken record. And yeah, those are the ones. That's the second type of foreign scammer and e-beggar here. The third type of foreign scammer e-beggar that comes to the Philippines are the sexpats, the guys who are often in Thailand, Cambodia. They do the whole Southeast Asian tour. They're the pickup artists. They're the David Bond types or the David Bond wannabes. And their channel is basically their venture into being able to stay here and just, you know, bang as many girls as they possibly can. There's a few channels like this. Most of these channels are actually in Thailand. There are not too many in the Philippines, but there's a few. And another type of scammer, YouTube scammer here in the Philippines, is not a foreigner. It's actually the Filipina vloggers. Now, there's a lot of great Filipino vloggers. I'm not painting them all with the same brush, but there's a few. There's a handful of them who are clearly targeting older foreign men in their videos. They are clickbaiting these older foreign guys, and they're going as far as like trying to get money for their channel. They're basically e-begging, but they're targeting the older foreign guys. So what they're doing is in a sense the same thing they're doing on the dating apps. They're scamming these guys, but they're just doing it on YouTube. And there's a few Filipino vloggers, you know the type I'm talking about, the ones that talk about things that no decent Filipino would ever talk about. Red pill topics, fucking pickup artist topics, bullshit. I call such bullshit on that. They're only doing that to bait these guys, and these guys are dumb enough to fall for it. And the other thing too is they're prancing around in bikinis and just complete bait.
So it definitely goes both ways. But the first group I was talking about, the pinoy beggars, you might be thinking, okay, how are they exactly scamming? Well, look at it this way. When you are basically clickbaiting for a living, you're using a country, their people, the pride of the nation to get clicks by being full of shit most of the time. In my opinion, that's scamming. That's the same thing as scamming. It's lying. It's being a bullshitter. Think about what their purpose in the Philippines and the purpose of their channel really is. It's a living abroad hustle for them. Thanks for watching.